Yo, haha, Magnificent.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Magnificent coming back with another video. And today I got the Jordan 4 Oreo 2.0s, tech grades, whatever they want to label this shoe. But in my opinion, I think this shoe is the easiest to style outside of the Bread 4s, the Fire Red 4s, and also the UNC 4s. Now, I brought these shoes out because a lot of these shoes, well, the 4s that I have up here, they're very popular, right? In terms of the colorway, the style, the tradition, you name it. The UNC 4s, most notably, I want to bring this out because I want to do a little comparison because I feel like that Jordan brand at times, they like to just tinker around with us. And what I mean by that is there's certain placements of the designs of the shoe that they'll put and you're like, huh, this little subtle change, but we'll make this a completely different shoe and release it. And you'll still grab it. That's exactly what happened here. So this is what I'm talking about. Let's get into the shoe real quick. And before we get into the shoe, shout out to Snipes, man. Snipes USA came through for your boy. And this is why I tell people, don't rely solely on the sneakers app. I'm only saying that because lately people are taking L's like me, left and right. So you want to make sure you enter as many raffles as possible. Look for other sources, other foot sites that are releasing certain shoes that you're trying to acquire because you don't want to rely on one little app. You take the L, you get pissed off, and you're mad at the world. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But again, shout outs to Snipes USA because your boy really wanted this shoe. Now, with that put aside, let's put this out here and see what we got here. We got a size 13. Size 13 on deck. I love the cement design on the box itself. And of course, you got to match the top of the box to match the actual shoe, which we're about to get into right now. Now, one of the things I kind of liked about this shoe, at least this release, I know some people, they weren't feeling the colorway. Some people, they said they were. And of course, we got the paper right here, the cement paper. Whew. Oh my God! See this right here. This is what I'm talking about. I was hoping. I was really hoping that the materials that they used, like the way that this was designed, I was hoping that they would use the same materials for the UNCs when I first heard that they were going to do a UNC 4 release this year. The reason why I'm saying that is because when you look at how these bad boys right here, I'm talking about, it's almost perfection the way they executed it. Because when you look at the Jordan 4 Oreo, the original, if you're looking at a side-by-side picture, hopefully I have it right here so you can see it. But when you look at both of them, it's basically just the same shoe and it's inverse. So wherever you see the uppers on the white right here, you're seeing black over here. That's the way I see it. The only thing the big difference between this shoe and that shoe is the fact that they put red on the tongue for the Jordan logo, and they also did it on the bottom. But outside of that, this to me, this is an instant classic. I had a feeling that this was going to be limited to a certain point. I feel like it will restock later on this year. So just keep your eyes peeled for a second chance because I really do see that happening later on through foot sites, especially on the sneakers app. So if you didn't get it the first time, don't be discouraged. Trust me on that one. But this is what I'm talking about. Actually, you know what? Before we even do the comparison, let's just talk about how Jordan executed this because right there, that reminds me of the Jordan 3 and how they executed the logo on the tongue itself. I think that was fantastic. I'm more impressed with the sock liner because the sock liner, when you look at and you feel the material, actually, when you go to the material of, like, let's just say the UNC 4s, you put a side-by-side. The UNC 4 is more of like a cotton / polyester material that they put on the sock liner. When you go to the Jordan 4 tech grades, this is just, to me, it feels solely polyester. And it's a big difference when you put your foot in it in terms of comfort. That's the one thing. Another thing, the tab. Now, you look at the tab in most Jordan 4s, they're rubber. Right? We're accustomed to seeing that with either with the Nike Air for the original retros or the actual Jordan logo for the others that they release, right? But for the majority of the part, most of the time on Jordan 4s, it's rubber. They decided to do leather, full-blown leather on the tab for this release. Why couldn't we keep the same energy with this? I don't understand. Another thing, the tongue. And I know that this bothered a lot of people because it kind of bothered me a little bit when I first saw at least the images. I get it. This is the collegiate Jordan 4 to a certain point, so you want to put this on here at some point, but why on the tongue? Why not just kind of do this style right here, right? And this is leather. The material, I get it. Some of these Jordan 4 UNCs that came out, listen, the suede was, it was up and down. But the leather on here, why couldn't we got the leather that you see on the uppers right here on here? I mean, it's stuff like that where I'm going like, huh? You know what I'm saying? But in terms of the placement for the cement design, I think it's fantastic, especially because you got the eyelets right here. They put cement on that, or the waffle lace holder is what some people call them. And then they also kind of, I like how they did it on the midsole, because if you look at how certain Jordans, and when they kind of incorporate that cement design in the Jordan series, you'll see that like on this one, they just kept the cement on the top portion of the midsole, right? But on the tech grades, they decided to double up and say, you know what, not only are we going to put it on this top portion right here, let's put it by the air unit, what you see down here. And to me, it just makes that shoe pop even more. Of course, you turn around on the heel, you got the gray, I don't know if this is rubber. Yeah, well, sort of, it's like a plastic, but a gray Jumpman Jordan on the back. But let me tell you right now, when I say that the leather quality on this shoe is on point, man, the material is on point. This is good leather. I wish that they just put this on, again, on the UNC 4s and just colorized it and just basically took the same material, the same design, the same execution, put it on there, and it would have been perfect. But beggars can't be choosers. I get it. I don't even mind it. I don't even mind it. But I'm glad to actually have this in the Miltnificent lineup. Now, I'm going to say this. In no way is Reshoeminator promoting me to do this or anything like that, but if you do have some type of repellent spray or some type of spray, I would suggest you do that for this shoe. Why? Because obviously it's a white shoe. You want to protect your shoes, especially when it's raining or something like that out there. I highly doubt people actually do it. But in the event that you get caught in something, some type of repellent material or spray on these shoes is a must, just because it's white, predominantly white. You know, white gets dirty quick. So I like the fact that they did not, they decided not to make the sock liner white, because, you know, after multiple wears over time, it can turn, you know, a little distinct color. So at least that they kept it silver or gray, which matches kind of the actual logo on the Jumpman in the back. So the chance of you getting this thing dirty kind of diminishes. But turning around, of course, you got the rubber bottom, the herringbone traction. Oh, man, this is, oh, man. I am so happy. And of course, you got the netting on both side panels, also towards the bottom of the tongue. And, oh, man, this is the first time I'm seeing a Jordan 4, at least in my eyes. This is the first time I'm seeing it, because you got to keep in mind, I didn't jump into this shoe game until, what, 2017, so it's 2020. And I think the original Oreos dropped in 2015. It was the LS or Lifestyles, what they like to call them, but it was the Air Jordan LS Oreo that released back in 2015. I wasn't around to actually get that. I wish I did, but look, runner-up, it's not that bad. This is actually really, really good. So comment below. Let me know if you're able to cop the Jordan 4 Tech Grades. I'm going to do the on-feet for these bad boys, because I'm telling you right now, if you didn't get these and you got these, and when you do that comparison that I'm talking about right now, you're going to be looking at both shoes like, you know what? To a certain point, Miltnificent may have a little point here. Maybe they could have put the same material on here, and that would have made this thing pop even more. But hey, again, beggars can't be choosers. And look, I was lucky enough to get both the UNC and the Tech Grades, or the Oreo 2.0, whatever you want to call it. But with that said and done, Your boy Magnificent. Let's do that on feet because these Jordan 4 tech grades need to be on my feet. I can't wait to style these bad boys. I am out, and you guys stay blessed.